goodbye to RuneScape Classic, it was good to me. Finished every quest it had, easy as 1, 2, 3. 22 full years of questing to make our deaths forevermore. RuneScape 3 Hardcore Ultimate Ironman, questing through 2004. Welcome back to October 18th, 2004. And what may very well be the final yew longbow woodcutting and fletching session for many, many years. And as that's going to be the case, we need to make the most of it. Starting with 4,869,000 coins. I've got some ideas of where I want to end up here, but it also really does depend on how much AFK time we have. So I will chop. 83 fletching. That is long cavet-tipped hunting bolts, Sage, and Antigallo traps in Daemonheim. Those don't exist yet. Amazing. 91 woodcutting. That is our first skill at level 91 here. Starved ancient effigies are now a possibility. Effigies are definitely interesting and don't exist yet. But yeah, 91. Only 613,000 XP to the next level. And that is total level 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're including the skills that don't exist, obviously. That'll be enough fletching for now. 630,000 more coins for a grand total of 5.5 mil. Well, that should be good. But now it is time to think slightly further to the future here. Less fletching, more fire making. With our fire making level here and our rune hatchet, it might be worth it to test a few different kinds of trees. 51 fire making. Just trying to finish this inventory here to get a estimated time for willow log fire making. The 91 woodcutting is doing a very good job of getting us the logs. It is definitely working out. There is the last log burned. Run back to the tree, we can stop the timer. Get some final bits of information once we're done here. 51 fire making though. That is a quest requirement. Neat. After extensive testing of one singular inventory of each, maples are way better than willows. Probably. With one inventory worth of testing, we can't be too sure. But with 91 woodcutting, we're pretty good at chopping. And the willows were significantly worse. So we're going to chop these maple trees, burn these maple logs. It's gonna be great. 52 fire making. That is replace Dorgershun light orbs and Arctic pine pyre ships. We've got half of what it takes to make, well, that'd be Arctic pine pyre logs. These are pyre ships. Completely different pyres. Neither of those parts exist. Got it. 53 fire making. Levels are really coming in a lot quicker when it is 14,000 XP per level instead of 600,000. That is a beacon requirement. That'll be interesting. 54 fire making. That is Quarm incense sticks. That's not going to be out for a long time. There's really not much in fire making just yet. Like burning logs and burning pyro logs. Pretty much it. 55 fire making. That is a quest requirement. Mahogany pyro logs, barbarian fire making teak logs, maple pyro ships, and the phoenix lair. None of those. There are some pyro logs that won't exist yet, because the logs don't. 56 fire making. Nothing. 57 fire making. Bloodweed incense sticks. There's gonna be a lot of incense sticks that don't exist. 58 fire making. Eucalyptus logs. Another tree that's not here yet. 59 fire making. That is a beacon and snapdragon incense sticks. Good. 60 fire making. Milestone achievement, all that. That is yew logs, mahogany pyro ships, evil yew trees, and thagot branches. Yew logs exist. We can light those. So what we need to do now is test that, I suppose. See if it is faster XP. Nope. Despite being more experience per log, the chopping takes too long. Would be more AFK, but a little bit time constrained here. Back to maples. 61 fire making. That is a quest requirement, and the hand cannon. That's definitely a ranged weapon in the future. 62 fire making. Barbarian Arctic pine logs, the Ring of Fire, and the beacon near Edgeville. That gives more fire making XP, which would be nice, but doesn't exist yet. 63 fire making. Eucalyptus pyre logs. Okay. 64 fire making. Nothing. 65 fire making. Cave goblin mining helmets. Yew pyre logs. Barbarian maple logs. Yew incense sticks. Infernal yew incense sticks. Cadentine incense sticks. Alright. Yew pyre logs should be usable with, like, maybe the highest level shades. So we could really get lots of progress over in the Shades of Morton. Not that we really want to. Not too much good stuff there for us. 66 fire making. Nothing. But that is 1,250 total level. 67 fire making. Lantidine incense sticks. So many sticks. 68 fire making. Eucalyptus pyre ships and the beacon near the monastery. Pyre ships are not pyre logs. 69 fire making. Pretty good. No unlocks. 70 fire making. Milestone achievement and all that. That is barbarian mahogany logs, yew pyre ships, corpse thorn branches, light fires faster, fascinating, and dwarfweed incense sticks. Let's see how this lighting fires faster is. Doesn't seem much faster. I don't know. Maybe it is faster. That's definitely something. Maybe. 71 firemaking. And it definitely is faster. Wasn't always like this. Getting faster firemaking at level 70. Whatever. Well, that is a quest requirement. And burn 2 different types of incense at a time. Okay. Nothing. 92 woodcutting. That is the achievement. Halfway there. Because 92 is half of 99. As for the actual level, that is enriched timber fungus, which does not exist yet. Yeah, we are in fact getting these logs from trees. Shocking, I know. 72 firemaking. That is the beacon near Goblin Village. We're going to be able to do a lot of these beacons once those exist. 73 firemaking. Nothing. 74 firemaking. That is a quest requirement. And lastly, one final log here for 75 firemaking. Pretty good. That is magic logs, evil magic trees, magic incense sticks, infernal magic incense sticks, and Torstal incense sticks. Not the highest firemaking requirement, since magic pyre logs would also exist, but good enough. I had not originally planned to do this much firemaking right now, but it's probably a good idea. It all works out. And now, we can get on to some updates here. On October 26th, 2004, a small expansion to clue scrolls. We've been getting clue scrolls from woodcutting and constantly needing to destroy them because they don't come from woodcutting yet. But new clues now exist. Not like a new level of clues, that's not yet, but new steps to go to different locations, stuff like that. And to go along with all these new steps, we got some new rewards. Mostly in the form of skirts. Plate skirts in Black T, Black G, Addy T, Addy G, Rune T, Rune G, Saragothics, and Zamrak. So basically all of the plate legs that already existed. Now there is a skirt variant. And also the full gilded armor, which is much, much rarer. Very fancy. Back down in the Shades of Morton, the Flamtier hammer now exists. So you can build the temple more easily. In the music player, there's now music looping. So you can just keep the music going all the time. You can right click to empty your potions, and split bark, also from Shades of Morton. You got a bit of a graphical rework to look more fancy and magical and all that. And it will get more graphical reworks later. Still really not going to worry about going and getting split bark. By the time we want to use magic, there's going to be more options, which is good. On October 27th, 2004, they released a new Grand Tree wallpaper on the website. Very fun. Only download it from the RuneScape website, or you could get malware. Just generally, don't download anything for anything in sketchy locations. A reasonable plan. Back over in RuneScape Classic, 3,000 players were banned for botting. There's a lot of botting going on in RuneScape Classic, and that will continue to be the case for the remainder of time. Classic still has some macro detection, though they're still going to be banning people. At least, somewhat. On November 1st, 2004, Ceridome and God Letters 26. There's really a lot of these, isn't there? Wild stuff. More hints and sneak peeks and all that. And then, on November 2nd, we get the next major update. Starting here in Sears Village, works very nicely, because we can take this road up to a whole new area. Previously, it's come up to the Sinclair Mansion here, and branched off this direction, where it ended at an unfinished bridge. But the bridge is now finished, so we can continue on. There is a fence over here, so we need to go this way. So let's go see the guy that finished the bridge here. He's moved on up and built another bridge. So he's been very busy, the council workman here. Hello. So you fixed the bridge, huh? Aye, that I did. It was real thirsty work, too. If only some kind stranger would buy us a bit of beer to sup, eh? What with that inn at Sears Village so close by and all, eh? The workman winks at you. Just make sure you don't get me none of that non-alcoholic rubbish from that poison salesman guy at the tavern. That's definitely not what he wants. And so we enter the Fremennik province. Bunch of interesting new things here. Got some new animals, like a fox. Some wolves are here. And over through the forest this way, we've got such things as bear cubs, along with a regular old grizzly bear. Unicorn foals with the unicorn. Further to the north, we got some other things. We'll get there in a little bit. We got this little bit of a path going this way. Heading over towards the troll areas. We've got a fenced-in tree here and a troll, which we will deal with later. There is no dungeon to the south here, but there is a path up here, right to the entrance to the troll jail there. We don't have climbing boots, so we can't actually get in this way. But that's a more convenient way, well, kinda, of getting over to the troll areas. Except we already have the teleport to Trollheim, so that's definitely more convenient. Up to the north, we got some bunnies. Black unicorns, with their black unicorn foals. And up along the coast, we can find some rocks. Also, there's a mine here. Currently has iron. Might have other stuff other times. Not too worried about that one. We can look it up. Used to have iron and mithril. So now it is just iron. We've got better spots we can mine iron. So, not too worried about that. What we have up here, along the coast, is some inconspicuous rocks, which are actually rock crabs. Look at them. A reasonable training method, but maybe a little more defensive than they would have been. Only 69% hit chance with rune melee weapon here. for training, we really want to have the best hit chance we can get. Yeah, these guys, they're just kind of standing nearby, stand next to the rock, and they attack. And dropped a clue scroll. Okay. Later on, we will do more clue scrolls. Not right now. They got rock crabs. It's a place. And most importantly, and the largest thing here, obviously, is a whole new city in which we have a quest. Quests. The Fremennik Trials. Talk to Brunt the Chieftain in the Long Hall in Merleka. This is Fremennik. Items required: raw shark, raw manta ray, or raw sea turtle. We can't get the sea turtle or manta ray because, for whatever reason, Ironmen still aren't allowed to do fishing trawler in RuneScape 3. But we can get a raw shark from fishing. No problems. And also, 5,000 coins. Which again, no problem. We also need a variety of other things, because tool belt and all that. We will get to that when we get to that. Let's get in here to Merleka. It is a Fremennik Viking-inspired city. They got a whole thing going on over here. Like a market, some boats. Though I don't think any of the boats really exist yet. Eventually these boats lead to so many different locations, but none of those are here yet, so won't worry about that. Instead we'll just talk to Brunt the Chieftain here. Greetings, Outerlander. What is this place? This place? Why, this is Merleka, homeland of all Fremennik. I do not recognize your face, Outerlander. Where do you come from? That's not important. Why am I being secretive? I've not pressed the issue then, Outerlander. How may my tribe and I help you? Do you have any quests? That's what we're going to do. But nobody speaks to us. If we try to talk to anybody here, they won't talk to us. So why will no one talk to me? Do not take it personally, Outerlander. We are simple people, and it is our experience that keeping ourselves to ourselves is best. This is why speaking to Outerlanders is forbidden. We do not wish to enter war with the Outerlanders and their strange magics, so we limit all unauthorized communication. And how come you're talking to me? Ah, that is because I am the chieftain. I'm the only one who authorizes contact. You will not find many of my tribe so forthcoming with you as I. Is there a way for you to authorize your tribe to talk to me then? Well, there is a way. But I doubt it is of any interest to you. Start the Fremennik Trials. Oh yeah. Actually, I'd be very interested to hear what you have to offer. Would you? These are unusual sentiments to hear from an Outerlander. My suggestion was going to be that if you crave adventure and battle, and your heart sings for glory, then perhaps you would be interested in joining our clan and becoming a Fremennik yourself. What would that involve exactly? Well, there are two ways to become a member of our clan and call yourself a Fremennik. Be born a Fremennik, or be voted in by our Council of Elders. Well, I think I missed the first way, but how can I get the Council of Elders to vote me in and let me join your clan? Well, that I cannot answer myself. You'll need to speak to each of them and see what they require of you as proof of your dedication. There are 12 council members around this village. You need to gain a majority vote of at least 7 councilors in your favor. So what say you? Give me the word and I will tell all of my tribe of your intentions, be they yea or nay. I want to become a Fremennik. I think I would enjoy the challenge of becoming an honorary Fremennik. Where and how do I start? As I say, Outerlander, you must find and speak to the 12 members of the Council of Elders and see what tasks they might set you. If you can gain the support of 7 of the 12, then you'll be accepted as one of us without question. Okay. All around the town, we got people to talk to. But I think it would be prudent to go and prepare with all the various things that we need. We obviously don't have any teleports to Roleka just yet, so running on back. Stopping by the council workman here. Hello. So you fixed the bridge. I was thirsty work. Winks at us. Bring him a beer. There you go. Ta, very much like. Now hit the spot nicely. Here, you can have this. I picked it up as a souvenir on my last holes. What is it? I don't know rightly, but if you use a tinderbox on it, it don't have to make a loud noise. He's given us a strange object that makes a loud noise. I'm sure that'll be helpful. And we have the tinderbox to use with it. We've gotten a Staff of Air by getting runes to teleport into Varrock, buying that from the staff shop, use it to teleport back to Camelot, instead of a stack of air runes, for reasons that will become apparent in a bit here. We need to start working on getting approval from 7 of the councilmen, or council people. Starting with Sigly, the huntsman here. What do you want, Outerlander? Are you a member of the council? The Fremennik Council of Elders, I'm pleased to say that I am. My value as a huntsman is recognized by my position there. I was wondering if I could persuade you to vouch for me as a member of your clan. You? Well, I'm not totally against the idea, Outerlander. You can demonstrate some hunting skills that perhaps I may offer my vote. How can I prove my hunting skills to you? I can go kill like 100 chickens for you right now. Chickens? You think that would impress me? Cows then? I can kill cows until, the cows come home. No, the prey I have in mind for you, to prove your worth to me, is something far more dangerous, far more difficult, far more deadly. Not giant rats! I suspect you're mocking me, Outerlander. You'll need to prove your skills as a hunter to me by tracking and defeating the Draugen. What's a Draugen? Some kind of cheap barbarian ripoff of a dragon? No. The words are very similar, I suppose, but they are very different creatures. The Draugen is an evil ghost from Fremennik mythology that devours the souls of those brave warriors who meet their ends at sea. It stalks the coastlines, invisible to all. It brings us bad fortunes and curses our journeys across the sea. It is also unkillable by normal means. Let me get this straight. You want me to hunt an unkillable, invisible, invincible enemy? How am I supposed to do that? Well, Outerlander, should you accept my challenge, I will show you a special hunter's trick that will help you. Do you accept the challenge? Yes. Well, I need every vote I can get in the Council of Elders, but this certainly sounds impossible to do. Not at all, Outerlander. The Draugen is indeed impossible to kill, but that is not the same as being impossible to fight against. Every time he takes a Fremennik life, he gains in power, so to keep it from becoming too powerful, we hunters hunt it and steal its life force. We do this with a special talisman. Here, take it. It lets you track the Draugen while it's invisible, and when you defeat it, will absorb its essence. I want you to track the Draugen, defeat it, and store its essence in that talisman for me. If you can do this important task for my clan, I will vote for you. Take care of the talisman, and see me when you've completed this task. Alright. We got a Hunter's Talisman for finding the Draugen. Talisman guides you southeast. Southeast! He said it was along the coast, and the coast to the southeast is this bit of river here. Now it's southwest. Southwest, southwest, southeast, southwest. There's not much southwest we can go here. Southeast. Might be on the other side of the river, unfortunately. The dragon's moved elsewhere now. Okay. It also moves around, which is inconvenient. We'll just run along the coast here. Trying this. Southeast we can definitely do here. It moved again. Well, it's still southeast. Just gonna need... Oh, now it's southwest. Up on the other side of the river again. Southeast. Southwest. Kind of need to wait for it to be on this side of the river. Directly south. He's right over there, isn't he? I don't think this log exists yet. So we can't go across here, I don't think. Southwest, southeast. He's right over there. Directly south of us, huh? By the time we run around to get to the other side, he's just gonna end up teleporting. So I don't think that's going to be the best plan. He moved around more quickly previously. Southwest. It's moving west. Now east. We could try running around. But such a long distance around. We might also be able to just cross the river here too, which would be unfortunate. Still further south from here though. Now it's northeast. We'll try it once here. If he ends up moving back around the other side of the river again, that'll be inconvenient. At least we have some run energy to help us here. Got that going for us. Although we are running through it a little bit here. Northwest. 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 Northeast. Southeast, somehow. The dragon's here. Beware. He's level 96 with no health. Quest bosses. There you go. We have absorbed the dragon's essence into the talisman. There you go. Yeah, the whole river system here makes traversal here a little bit awkward. Well, that's okay. The boss fight there actually has a higher combat level than originally. Was level 69, but now it's level 96. But it's also weaker than it was before, comparatively. Evolution of combat. What a mess. Anyways, we can go turn in the Hunter's Talisman, and we'll be done with our first Councilman. Right back up into Roleka here. And we're out of run. Fantastic. Ideal. Luckily it comes back quick enough here. Lots of walking. Lots of walking. And there. We return. I saw the entire hunt. Let me take that talisman from you. I'd be honored to speak out for you at our Council of Elders after such a hunt, Outlander. Thanks. That is 1 out of the required 7. Next, we'll talk to Swenson, the Navigator. Hello. Trying to become a member of the Fremennik clan. The chieftain told me that I may be able to gain your vote at the Council of Elders. You wish to stop being an Outlander? I can understand that. I have no reason why I would prevent you becoming a Fremennik. But you must first pass a little test for me to prove you're worthy. What kind of test? Well, I serve as our clan navigator. The seas can be a fearful place when you know not where you are headed. Should something happen to me, all members of our tribe have some basic sense of direction so that they may always return safely home. If you are able to demonstrate to me that you too have a good sense of direction, I will recommend you to the rest of the Council of Elders immediately. Well, how can I go about showing that? Ah, a simple task. Below this building, I've constructed a maze. Should you be able to walk from one side to the other, that'll be proof to me. You wish to try my challenge? Yes. A maze? Is that all? Sure, sounds simple enough. I will warn you, Outerlander, this maze was designed by myself, and is of the most fiendish complexity. Oh really? Watch and learn. We're gonna go down into Swenson's maze. Swenson. The maze is a whole bunch of different rooms and portals. And this is Swenson's maze. S for south, W for west, etc., through his name. SWEN SE and N. Alternatively, trial and error would also work. Climb up the ladder. Outerlander, you have finished my maze. I'm genuinely impressed. So, does that mean I can rely on your vote at the Council of Elders to allow me into your village? Of course, Outerlander. I am nothing if not a man of my word. Thanks. That is 2. Very good. Up here in the marketplace, we got a few new things. Like the fish stalls, which are 42 thieving. Not gonna steal from them right now while we're trying to, like, gain their respect to join them. So instead, we're gonna talk to Sigmund the Merchant. With a little bit of lag, which is concerning. Trying not to do any difficult stuff here right now. Hello there. Hello, Outerlander. Are you a member of the council? That I am, Outerlander. It's a position that brings my family and I pride. I was wondering if I can count on your vote at the Council of Elders. You wish to become a Fremennik? I may be persuaded to swing my vote to your favor. We will first need to do a little task for me. How did I know it wouldn't be that simple for your vote? Call yourself Outerlander. It's but a small task, really. I simply require a flower. A flower? What's the catch? The catch? Well, it is not just any flower. Someone in this town has an extremely unique flower from a far-off land they picked up on their travels. I'd like you to demonstrate your merchanting skills to me by persuading them to part with it, and then give it to me for my vote. Well, I guess that doesn't sound too hard. Excellent. You obtain this flower for me, then? Yes. Okay, I don't think this will be too difficult. Any suggestions on where to start looking for this flower? Ah, well, Outerlander, if I knew where to start looking, I would simply do it myself. No help at all? We are a very insular clan, so I would not expect you to have to leave this town to find whatever you need. He needs a flower from a far-off land. Who better to have a flower from a far-off land than a sailor? Miscellanea? No. Just talk about the merchant's trial. I don't suppose you have any idea where I could find a unique flower from across the sea, do you? Ah, even the Outerlanders have heard of my mysterious flower. I found it in a country far, far away from here. Can I buy it from you? I'm afraid not, Outerlander. There's a woman in this village whose heart I seek to capture, I think giving her this strange flower might be my best bet with her. Maybe you could let me have the flower and do something else to impress her? That is not a totally stupid idea, Outerlander. I know she is a lover of music, and a romantic ballad might be just the thing with which to woo her. Unfortunately, I don't have a musical bone in my entire body, so someone else will have to write it for me. So I can find you someone to write you a romantic ballad. You'll give me your flower? That sounds like a fair deal to me, Outerlander. A romantic ballad. We keep looking around town here. We got lots of people. And there's also lots of stores, which we can't get into yet because we're not allowed. If we want a romantic ballad, how about from the Bard? Ask about the merchant's trial. Maybe. Yes, lagging. Hopefully a different world will cause us less lag here. Ask about the merchant's trial. I don't suppose you have any idea where I could find a love ballad, do you? Well, as official Fremennik Bard, falls within my remit to compose all music for the tribe. I'm fully versed in all the various types of romantic music. Great! Can you write me one then? Well, normally, I'd be thrilled at the chance to show my skill as a poet in composing a seductively romantic ballad. Let me guess. Here comes the but. But unfortunately, I cannot concentrate fully upon my work recently. Why is that then? It's these old worn-out shoes of mine. As a bard, I'm expected to wander the lands, sing of our glorious battles of our warriors. If you can find me a pair of sturdy boots to replace these old worn-out ones of mine, I'll be happy to spend the time on composing you a romantic ballad. He needs boots. Okay. Give him these boots of lightness. They're very good for traversing the lands. Solid times. Lessening our burdens. For boots, we've got Rissa. Merchant trial. Don't suppose you have any idea where I could find some custom sturdy boots, do you? Well, I don't usually have many shoes in stock here in my little clothes shop. I'll be able to make you a pair, if you are really desperate though. They're not for me. I need them for Olaf. Oh, that foolish bard. Why didn't he just ask me to make him some? It is his stupid pride, I believe. I'll tell you what I will do, Outerlander. I know that you must have the ear of the chieftain for him to consider you as worthy of becoming a Fremennik by trial. I will make you a pair of sturdy boots for Olaf if you will persuade him to reduce the sales tax placed upon all Fremennik shopkeepers. It does nothing but hurt my business now. Okay, see what I can do. We know where the chieftain is, right over here. As much as Relaka is a fairly large place, there's not too many dozens of people here, so you can find what you're looking for. Hey, Brunt. Greetings again, Outerlander. How goes your attempts to gain votes with the Council of Elders? It goes acceptably. I don't suppose you have any idea where I could find a guarantee of a reduction of sales taxes, do you? A reduction on sales taxes? Why, I'm the only one in the Fremennik who may authorize such a thing. What does an Outerlander want with that? Actually, it's not for me. I need to get it as part of my trials. Interesting. Your trials seem to be very different to those I took as a young lad. Well, I'm not adverse in principle to giving a slight tax break to our shops. There will of course be a shortfall in the tribe's income that will need to be made up for elsewhere, however. How about this? For many years, Sigli has been the only one in the tribe who knows the location of the best hunting grounds where game is easiest to catch. If you can persuade him to let the entire tribe know these hunting grounds, then we can increase productivity within the tribe, and any shortfall caused by lowering sales taxes will be covered. I think this is a more than fair agreement to make, don't you? Yeah, sounds very fair. Speak to Sigli then. You may have my promise to reduce our sales tax. And best of luck with the rest of your trials. And Sigley was right out here. That's easy enough. Merchant trial. Greetings, Outerlander. I don't suppose you have any idea where I could find a map to unspoiled hunting grounds, do you? Well, of course I do. I wouldn't be much of a huntsman if I didn't know where to find my prey now, would I, Outerlander? No, I guess not. So, can I have it? Directions to my hunting grounds could mean the end of my livelihood. The only way I would be prepared to give them up would be... what? Power? Money? Women? Wine? A new string for my hunting bow. Not just any bowstring. I need a custom bowstring. Balanced for my bow precisely, to keep my hunt competitive. Only in this way would I allow my knowledge of my hunting grounds to be passed on to strangers. Where would I get that? I have no idea. But then again, I'm happy with my old bowstring, and being the only person who knows where my hunting ground is. He's not too fussed one way or the other. But we can have a bowstring. He'd be okay with it. Bowstring for a weapon, a bow. Up to the weapon shop here. Talk to Skullgrim. Skullgrimmin. I don't suppose you have an idea where I can find a finely balanced custom bowstring, do you? I have a few in stock. What would an Outlander be wanting with equipment like that? It's for Sigley. It needs to be weighed precisely to suit his hunting bow. For Sigley, eh? Well, I made his bow in the first place, so I'll be able to select the right string for you. Just one small problem. What's that? The string you'll be wanting, very special it is. Take a lot of time to recreate. Not sure you'd have the cash for it. But maybe you'll accept something else. Heh, good thinking, Outlander. Well, it's true, there is more to life than just making money. Making weapons is good money, but that's not why I do it. I'll tell you what. I heard a rumor that one of the fishermen down by the docks caught some weird-looking fish as they were fishing the other day. From what I hear, this fish is unique. Nobody's ever seen anything like it before. This intrigues me. I'd like to have it for myself. Make a good trophy. You give me that fish, I'll give you your bowstring. What do you say? We got a deal? Sounds good to me. Talk to the fisherman, who apparently has a cool fancy fish. Look for some fancy new fish. What we got? Don't suppose you have any idea where I could find an exotic and extremely odd fish, do you? Ah, so even Outlanders have heard of my amazing catch the other day. You have it? Can I trade you something for it? As exotic looking as it is bad eating. I'll happily trade it if you can find me the secret map of the best fishing spots that the Navigator has hidden away. Is that all? Indeed it is, Outlander. The only reason I sit out here in the cold all day, so I don't have to pay his outrageous prices. By getting me a copy of that map, I will finally be self-sufficient. I might even make a profit. I'll see what I can do. Swenson the Navigator. Hiding the information here. Seems to be a lot of hiding information happening. Hiding the fishing spots, hiding the hunting spots. Yeah. Hello. Merchant trial. Greetings, Outlander. I don't suppose you have any idea where I could find a map of deep-sea fishing spots, do you? Why, of course. As the navigator for the Fremennik, I keep all of our maps secure right here. Great. Can I have it? Have it? Just like that? I think not, Outlander. This map shows all the prime fishing locations nearby. It's very valuable to our clan. I'm afraid I cannot just give it away. Perhaps I can trade you something for it? A trade? For a map of the best fishing spots in 100 leagues? I'll trade it for no less than a weather forecast from our seer. As a navigator, the weather is extremely important for plotting the best course. Unfortunately, the seer is always too busy to help me with a forecast. Where can I get a weather forecast from, then? I just told you, from the seer. You need to persuade him to take the time to make a forecast somehow. And the seer is right over here. Hanging out right next to the wall. Here's the seer. Was that dark presence I felt? Something else entirely, is that. Sorry about that. Merchant's Trial. I don't suppose you have any idea where I can find a weather forecast from the Fremennik Seer, do you? Yes? Because I am the Fremennik Seer? Can I have a weather forecast then, please? You require a divination of the weather. This is a simple matter for me. I require something in return from you for this small service. I knew you were going to say that. Do not fret, Outlander. It's a fairly simple matter. I require a bodyguard for protection. Find someone willing to offer me this service. That's all? That is all. Somebody! Some slightly unspecific bits to this. What is turning out to be massive list of constantly more things. Of all the warrior here. I don't suppose you have any idea where I could find a brave and powerful warrior to act as a bodyguard. Know you not who I am, Outlander? There are none more brave or powerful than me amongst all the Fremennik. However, the role of bodyguard is beneath me. As a noble warrior, you might as well ask me to babysit the children. Is there no way you could do this for me? There is but one way, Outlander. Since I was steeled in battle, I have dreamt of earning my place at the champion's table in the long hall. It is a tradition amongst us that the bravest and strongest are honored with a table of champions to drink and feast at all they can in the long hall. Unfortunately, there are only a fixed number of places available at the table. These places were all filled many moons ago by others. Although my worthiness is undeniable, the only way I may take my place is for one of those there die or give up their place to me voluntarily. So you want me to go kill one of them off for you? Make it look like an accident? What? No! No, not at all. I'm shocked you would suggest such a thing. If you can persuade one of the revelers to give up their champion's token to you so I might take their place, you may have my contract as a bodyguard. Okay, I'll see what I can do. One of the revelers in the long hall. All over the place here. My goodness. And this is all just for one vote. All just for one vote. Manny the Reveler. That's about the Merchant's Trial. As well as, I don't suppose you have any idea where I can find a token to allow a seat at the champion's table, do you? As a matter of fact, I do. I have one right here. I earned my place here at the Long Hall for surviving over 5,000 battles and raiding parties. Due to my contribution to the tribe, I'm now permitted to spend my day here in the Long Hall, listening to epic tales of the bard and drinking beer. Cool, that sounds pretty sweet. So I guess you don't want to give it away? I think it sounds better than it actually is, Outlander. I miss my glory days of combat on the battlefield. And to tell you the truth, the beer here isn't great, and the bard's music is lousy. I would happily give up my token if it were not for the one thing that keeps me here. Our barkeep is one of the best in the world, has worked in taverns across the land. When she was younger, she experimented a lot with her drinks and invented a cocktail so alcoholic and tasty it has become something of a legend to all who enjoy a drink. Unfortunately, she decided that cocktails were not a suitable drink for Fremennik warriors and vowed to never make it again. I have been here every day since she returned, hoping that someday she might change her mind and I might try this legendary cocktail for myself. Alas, it has never come to pass. If you can persuade her to make me her legendary cocktail, I'll be happy to never let another drop of alcohol pass my lips, and will give you my champion's token. That all? That's all. Barkeep. Hello. I don't suppose you have any idea where I can find the Long Hall Barkeep's legendary cocktail, do you? How did you hear about that? I didn't think anybody knew about that. Well, it is true that in my younger years as a barkeep, I wandered the lands, trying various alcoholic delicacies. Do you know how many different types of alcohol there are in Gielinor? Lots. Well, anyway, I used a fusion of various drinks from all around the world to create the greatest cocktail ever made. Of course, when my wanderlust was gone, and I returned to Releka to serve as barkeep here, I gave all that up. But you still remember how to make it, right? Of course. And you have all the ingredients here. I don't need to go chasing around the world for obscure ingredients to make it. No, I have them all here. Why? Can you make me your legendary cocktail, then? I would rather not. It's a reminder of a life I left behind when I came back. Any way I could change your mind? You need this to become a Fremennik, right? Well, you seem okay for an Outlander. It'd be a shame to see you fail. You know Askeladden? That kid outside? Sure. He is nothing but a pest. He keeps sneaking in and stealing beer. I shudder to think what he'll be like when he has passed his trial of manhood and is allowed in here legitimately. You can get him to sign a contract promising that he will never, ever, ever darken my doorway here again. You get the drink. Any idea how I can get him to do that? Knowing that little whore, they're probably willing to in exchange for some cash. You should go ask him yourself, though. Askeladden. Just outside. There he is. Hey. I don't suppose you have any idea where I could find a written promise from Askeladden to stay out of the long haul. What? I can't believe she asked you to get a written promise for me to stay out. Yep, she really did. Aw, but the long haul is just so much fun. I'd live there if I could. Suppose you really need that promise to help become a Fremennik, huh? Yeah, I really do. Well, I'll tell you what, buddy. As it's you, I'll give you that written promise. All I ask in return is a measly 5,000 gold. What do you say? Yes. Is that all you want in return? Sure thing. Here you go. Done and done. Let me know if you got any more cash burning a hole in your pocket I can relieve you of, buddy. And we are finally going back. And here we go. Back to Thora. Merchant's Trial. Hi, can I please have one of your legendary cocktails now? What? I can't believe you. Look at that. Askeladden would never. Gosh, it looks legitimate. Here you go, on the house. You've made my life so much easier. Knowing that little monster won't be bugging me in here all the time anymore. That little weasel will have to abide by this written promise that Askeladden can never, ever enter the long haul again. He can't get around this one. Yeah, you probably won't see someone called Askeladden coming in here. Bring this to Manny the Reveler. Merchant Trial. Hey, got your cocktail for you. It is true, the legendary cocktail. I've waited for this day ever since I first started drinking. Here, Outlander, you may take my token. I will happily give up my place at the Long Haul's table of champions just for a taste of this exquisite beverage. It's just a drink. No, it is an art form. A drink such as this should be appreciated and admired. It's like a fine painting or a tasteful sculpture. If what I hear is true, then all other drinks become like unpalatable water in comparison to this. I guess you're happy with the trade, then. Amazing. Like we told Thora, Askeladden is not going to be coming back in here. I thought you really liked the long haul. I do. Then why did you sign this guarantee that you'll never enter it again? It is because I am cunning. That guarantee says that Askeladden will never enter the long haul again. But when I have completed my Fremennik trials and passed my trial of manhood, I will be given a new name, as is our custom, and will therefore not be Askeladden anymore. That guarantee isn't worth the paper it's written on. You didn't think I would give up going into long haul for only 5,000 GP, did you? Knowing you, I guess I didn't. Clever. Clever. Does bring up questions of their naming conventions here. We will get to that when we get to that. Thorvald. I would like your contract to offer your services as a bodyguard. Oh, you would you, Outlander? I've already told you I'll not demean myself with such babysitting job till I consider the long haul with pride. It's a good thing I have the champion's token right here then, isn't it? Ah, well, this is a different matter. With that token, I can claim my rightful place as a champion in the long haul. Here, Outerlander, I can suffer the indignity of playing babysitter if it means that I can then revel with my warrior equals in the long haul afterwards. Here, Outerlander, take this contract. I will fulfill it to my utmost. Brilliant. Warrior contract. He is, in fact, a warrior. Perfect for the job. Peer the Seer, hanging out right next to him. Dark Presence that doesn't exist yet. Merchant Trial. Can I have that weather forecast now, please? I've already told you, Outerlander, you may have a reading from me when I have a signed contract from a warrior guaranteeing my protection. Yes, I know. I have one right here from Thorvald. You have not only persuaded one of the Fremennik to act as a servant to me, but enlisted the aid of mighty Thorvald himself? You may take this forecast with my blessing, Outerlander. You have offered me the greatest security I can imagine. I do question why he needs a bodyguard, but I'm not going to worry about it. Not going to worry about it. So, Ensign, hello. Like your map of fishing spots? Well, I told you, Outerlander, not exchange it for anything other than the divination on the weather from our seer himself. What? Like this one I have here? What? I don't believe it. How did you? I suppose it doesn't matter. You have my gratitude, Outerlander. With this forecast, I'll be able to plan a safe course for our next raiding expedition. Here, Outerlander, you may take my map to local fishing patterns with my gratitude. One expedition for all the fishing patterns. I guess. It's fine. Where's the trial? I'm going to trade. Not what he wants. You go to Brunt first. There's Brunt. Goes to your Council of the Owners. Doing good. Got this item. Is it for you? Now this is a map for the hunting grounds. What do we have? We have the sea map. That goes to the fishermen. I actually took a small break between the forwards and the backwards portion of this. Sprinting all around all these different people. Fisherman! Here you go. Got your map. Great work, Outerlander. With this, I can finally catch enough fish to make an honest living from it. Here, have the stupid fish. He's happy with that trade. It is slightly unusual. Odd and non-edible. Wild stuff. Skullgrimmin. Hi there, got your fish. So can I have that bowstring for Sigley now? Oh, that's a nice fish. Very pleased. Here, take the bowstring. You fulfilled agreement. Only fair I do the same. Good work, Outerlander. Thanks. Some of these are a bit quicker in the return trip here. Don't need to explain what they want. We just trade. We are on with our work. Sigley. Greetings, Outerlander. Here, I have your bowstring. Give me your map to the hunting grounds. Well met, Outerlander. I see some hunting potential within you. Here, take my map. I seem too dependent on it for my skill anyway. We already showed our hunting potential with the dragon. Very good. We're at the chieftain. Greetings again, Outerlander. What was your attempts to gain votes with the Council of Elders? We're here about that, in fact. I got Sigley's hunting map for you. Excellent work, Outerlander. And so quickly, too. Here you take my financial report, promising reduced sales taxes on all goods. Fiscal statements. Woo! That was a good time when you got some fiscal statements. We're here to the clothes shop with Marissa. Merchant's Trial. Can I have those boosts now? Here's a written statement from Brunt, outlining future tax burdens upon Fremennik merchants and shopkeepers for the year. Certainly. Let me look at what he has written here. Just give me a moment. Yes, that all appears in order. Tell Olaf to come to me next time for shoes. Very well. Back to Olaf. Over on this side. It's not, like, making a full loop around the city. It's a little bit crossing over and around, but still, it's not a huge distance to travel across Roleka here. Where's his trial? Hello, Olaf. Do you have that beautiful love song written for me? That depends, Outerlander. Do you have some new boots for me? My feet get so tired roaming the land. As a matter of fact, I do. Oh, superb. Those are great. They're just what I was looking for. Here, take this song with my compliments. It is one of my finest works yet. Brilliant. A Fremennik ballad. Hauntingly beautiful love ballad. Delightful. Bring that to the sailor. Don't travel to Miscellanea. Doesn't exist. Rayloon also doesn't exist yet. Where's the trial? You'll be glad to know I have a love song written just for you by Olaf. So can I have that flower of yours now? Oh, it's by Olaf? Well, a deal's a deal. I just hope it's better than the usual rubbish he comes up with, or my chances are worse than ever. And that's the flowers that we need for Sigmund. Hey, Sigmund. Hello. Here's that flower you wanted. Incredible. Your merchanting skills might even match my own. I have no choice but to recommend you to the Council of Elders. That's 3. Very good. On our venturing all around the city there, we met a few more of the people we need to talk to get their votes. Like Olaf here. Hello, yes? You want something, Outerlander? You a member of the council? Why, indeed I am, Outerlander. My talents are as exemplary musician. As an exemplary musician, made it difficult for them to not accept me. Why do you wish to know this? Well, I ask because I'm currently doing the Fremennik trials, so as to join your clan. I need 7 of the 12 councils of elders to vote for me. Ah, and you wish to earn my vote? I will gladly accept you as a Fremennik, should you be able to prove yourself to have a little musical ability. So how would I do that? Why, by playing in our long hall. All you need to do is impress the revelers there with a few verses of an epic of your own creation. What say you, Outerlander? Are you up for the challenge? Yeah. Sure. This certainly sounds pretty easy to accomplish. I'll have your vote in no time. That is great news, Outerlander. We always need more music lovers here. That is what the information gives. So how would I go about writing this epic? Well, first of all, you're going to need an instrument. Like all true bards, you're going to have to make this yourself. How do I make an instrument? Well, it's a long and drawn-out process. Just east of this village, there is an unusually musical tree that can be used to make very high-quality instruments. Cut a piece from it, and then carve it into a special shape that will allow you to string it. Using a knife as you would craft any other wooden object would be best for this. Then what do I need to do? Next, you'll need to string your lyre. There's a troll to the southeast who has some golden wool. I would not recommend using anything else to string your lyre with. Anything else? Well, when you've crafted your lyre, you'll need the blessing of the Fossagrimmen to tune your lyre to perfection before you even consider a public performance. Who or what is Fossagrimmen? Fossagrimmen is a lake spirit that lives just a little ways southwest of this village. Make her an offering of fish, and you will be ready for your performance. Make sure you give her a suitable offering, however. If the offering is found to be unworthy, then you may find yourself unable to play your lyre with any skill at all. So, what would be a worthy offering? A raw shark, manta ray, or sea turtle should be sufficient as an offering. Okay, what else do I need to do? When you've crafted your lyre and been blessed by the Fossagrimmen, then you will finally be ready to make your performance to the revelers at the Long Hall. Head past the bouncers and onto the stage, then begin to play. If all goes well, you should find the music spring to your mind and sing your own epic on the spot. I will observe both you and the audience, and if you show enough talent, I will happily vote for your favor at the Council of Elders. Is that clear enough, Outerlander? Would you like me to repeat anything? I got it. I don't need a reminder. It's all pretty straightforward. Go make my lyre now. So we need to head outside of the village here. But before we leave, grab a few things. In this building here, we need to go through. We can grab some vegetables. Cabbage, potato, onion. Very good. Go find this tree. they were talking about. We already passed by it earlier. We were just exploring out here in the Fremennik province. But now we need to chop it down. Just a little bit, though. Most of the trees just come back anyway, so even if we did chop it down, probably be fine. Swaying tree. Wind makes musical sound as it blows through it. So we'll cut a branch here. Oh, wow, that looks. Craft the branch with our knife to make an unstrung lyre. And then it's on to the troll here. They've got the golden wool that we need from golden sheep. Wild. They also have a golden tree with golden apples here. Oh, very nice stuff here. Let's talk to Lally here. Hello there. Bah, puny human, always try steal Lally's golden apples. You go away now. Actually, I'm not after your golden apples. I was wondering if I could have some golden wool. I need it to string a lyre. Ah, you not fool me, human. Me, I'm smart. Other trolls so jealous of how brainy I am. They kick me out of camp and make me live down here in cave. But me have last funny. Me find golden apples on tree and me build wall to stop anyone who not Lally eating lovely golden apples. Did me not tell you I are smart? Yes, yes, you are incredibly clever. Now please can I have some golden wool? Me think you not really think I are clever. Me think you trying to trick Lally. Me not like you as much as other human. He give me present. I give him wool. Other human? Means someone else has been there and you gave them wool? Human call itself Ask Aladdin. It not trick Lally. Lally do good deal with human. Stupid human get some dumb wool, but did not get golden apples. I see. Okay, well, bye. Ask Aladdin. He's doing his own trials, which does check out, like he told us. Presumably, the trials for someone that's already a Fremennik does not include getting 7 votes from the Council of Elders. It's kind of the joining the tribe kind of thing we're doing here. Not exactly explained how it works for them, though. Work in progress, though. Work in progress. So, ask Aladdin. And there. Hello there. I understand that you managed to get some golden wool from Lally. Ha ha ha, yeah, that Lally. What a maroon. So how did you manage to get the wool? Well, as you know, I'm doing the same trials that you are as part of my test of manhood, and that troll is the only one who can get the wool. You might have noticed he's kind of messed in the head, Muddy. He's real paranoid about people stealing his golden apples, isn't he? Indeed he is. So how did you manage to get some golden wool from him? It was easy, buddy. I persuaded him he needed a pet to help guard his apples. A pet that would never sleep, a pet that could never need food or exercise. A pet that would never need him to clean up its, well, you know, buddy. A pet that would always be loyal to him. A faithful companion for life. What pet is that, then? A pet rock! Man, can you believe that stupid troll traded me some of his golden wool for a worthless rock? Buddy, I have to say, if brains were explosives, that troll wouldn't have enough to blow his nose. Do you have any spare rocks, then? Sure thing, buddy. Although I have to say, I doubt even that troll is stupid enough to fall for the same trick twice in a row. You can try anyway, though. Pet rock! You can hold it. Running while holding a rock. Looking fantastic. You can interact with the pet rock. Stay. Be a good rock. Who's a good boy? Interact with pet rock achievement. What a well-behaved pet rock. Staying just like we told him to. Good boy. Anyways. Back to the troll. Again. Running. But at least we don't have to walk everywhere. Most of the time. We'll take what we can get out here. We will take what we can get. Lally, how you doing? Hello there. Bah, puny human always tries to steal Lally's golden apples. You go away now. Wait, I have something that might interest you. A pet rock. Ah, you think me stupid or something, human? Me already got one. Me don't want a lot of baby rocks either, so me don't want another one around the place. Please, all I want is some of your golden wool. Stupid human think he can trick me into giving away some golden apples. Aha, golden apples is all me get to eat. You not get them, no way. So you're hungry? I think I'll have the perfect thing for you to eat. Just need to grab myself an onion, a potato, and a cabbage. You have a cunning plan to trick the troll. You need your pet rock, a cabbage, a potato, and an onion. Which we have. Hello there. Ah, puny humans always try to steal Lally's golden apples. You go away now. Unless you got tasty food for Lally, then I might trade you for it. As a matter of fact, I do. So, tell me, Lally, have you ever tried a human delicacy known as stone soup? What? Me, I'm not stupid, human. Everyone cannot make food from stone. Well, that is where you're wrong. I'll now put this rock into your cauldron over there and make soup from it. Why you need other stuff too, then? Ah, that is simply seasoning. Stone soup is delicious by itself, but the taste is really brought out if you use onion, potato, and cabbage too. Me have to try this. Me will swap you for wool if you not trick me and really can make soup out of stone. In the stew here. Smells pretty good already. We're just gonna add the things here. And I'm ready now? Not just yet. Need all the other ingredients. Add the cabbage. And I'm ready now? Not just yet. Potato. And I'm ready now? Not just yet. And onion. And I'm ready now? Indeed it is. Try it and see. Yum! That are delicious. Me never know human know to make soup out of stone. Is some special stone? Indeed it is, but I'm willing to trade it. Let me think about that. Me like to think. He's thinking. Hello there. Your soup very tasty, human, but me still not want trade golden apples for your stone. Me think pet rock get jealous. I don't want any golden apples. All I want is a golden fleece. Gee, sorry, human. All you have to do is ask. Me not need you to shout. You act like you think Lally am stupid or something. Here you go. Ah, me trick you, human. All you got is worthless golden fleece. We got very special soup making stone. Glad you're happy, Lally. Golden fleece. A bit of a process. Here is the Hero Pass. The latest, greatest FOMO microtransaction battle pass garbage. With a bunch of pop-ups all the time. Yay. Completely ignoring it. Completely ignoring it. We've got golden fleece here. I'm going to need to turn that into golden wool. Just use it. Spin the fleece into some golden string. There we go. And make a lyre. Try to play it. I really wouldn't know where to begin playing anything on this. We have no idea what we're doing. Classic. Classic us. So, like Olaf said, we need to bring this and a raw shark over to the lake / water spirit kind of guy. Make a sacrifice, offering kind of deal. And that's right back up this way. That'll be fine. There is slightly better ways of doing Fremennik trials, or combining multiple trials at the same time to save time running around. Narratively, though, one at a time makes for a more reasonable story here. So that's okay. Put on the hatchet again. Not that we're really going to be fighting anything either. We'll be teleporting before we fight, but running around with the hatchet just feels right for right now. Here's the strange altar. Give an offering here of Rush Arc. There's the Lesser Grimmin. Little lake spirit chilling here. Powerful spirit that lives in this lake. Nice. Many thanks for the offering, Outlander. Please accept this gift as your ability to play the lyre. So now we can play the lyre. Brilliant. Good stuff. Good stuff. That'll be very helpful for this next thing we need to do, where we need to play the lyre. After we run past some wolves. Always a good time. So we need to go past the bouncers and head on to the stage here. We can do that. Open the door. I just talk to the bouncer first, then. You have an instrument now, huh? Go on through the door. Here we go. Open the door. Yeah, you're good to go through. Olaf tells me you're some kind of Outerlander bard here on tour. I doubt you're worse than Olaf is. They do not appreciate his work, do they? My goodness. We're on the stage, playing our lyre. I cannot even start to list the amounts of foes I've killed. I will simply tell you this. I've joined the Legends Guild. You're a terrible bard. Torbjorn did not like us. My goodness. Wow, that was awesome. You're one of the greatest bards I've ever had the pleasure of watching perform. You certainly earned my vote. Hope we can duet together soon. Alright. Every pair sounds... Yeah. You get different songs based on what you've accomplished. Stuff like Champions Guild, Heroes Guild, 99s, all sorts of fun stuff. But since we're in the Legends Guild, that's a pretty noteworthy achievement. That works. Next up, number 5, Manny the Reveler. Hello there. Hello, Outlander. Overheard your conversation with Brunt just now. You wish to become a member of the Fremennik? That's right. Why? Are you on the council? Do not let my drink-sauced appearance fool you. I earned my place on the council many years past. I'm always glad to see new blood enter our tribe, and will happily vote for you. Great! Super easy. Providing you can pass a little test for me. As a Fremennik, you will need to show cunning, stamina, fortitude, and iron constitution. I know of only one way to test all of these. And what's that? Why, a drinking contest. The task is simple enough. You versus me. A stiff drink each. Last man standing wins the trial. So what do you say? Yes. A drinking contest? Easy. Set them up and I'll knock them back. When you're ready to begin, go and pick up a keg from that table over there and come back here. We start when you have your keg of beer with you, finish when one of us can drink no more and yields. Take a keg of beer. Yoink. Ah, so you have your keg of beer. Are you ready to drink against each other? Yes. Let's start this drinking contest. As you wish, Outlander. I'll drink first, then you will drink. He just drinks a tankard. Staggers a little bit. We drink a drink from our keg. Feel extremely drunk. It's no fair. I can't drink another drop. I also feel very, very ill. I guess I win this. I guess I win then, Outlander. Nice try, anyway. Come back if you fancy a rematch. Just let me have a coffee first. Yes. Now, we can act upon the information that we got from the bridge worker about the poison salesman in Sears having non-alcoholic alcohol. That's what we need to win a drinking contest, clearly. Do-do-do-do-do. Selling his wares over here. Poison salesman. Or in this case, lack of poison, I suppose. Fremennik trials. Hello. Howdy. You seem like someone with discerning taste. I thought you'd try my brand new range of alcohol. Didn't you used to sell poison? That I did indeed. Peter Potter's patented multi-purpose poison. A miracle of modern apothecaries. An exclusive concoction has been tested on... yeah, I've already heard the sales pitch. Sorry, stranger. Old habits die hard, I guess. So you don't sell poison anymore? Well, I would, but I ran out of stock. Business wasn't helped with that stuff that happened up at the Sinclair Mansion much either, I'll be honest. So, being a man of enterprise that I am, I decided to branch out a little bit. Into alcohol? Absolutely. The basic premise between alcohol and poison is pretty much the same, after all. The difference is that my alcohol has a unique property others do not. And what is that? The salesman takes a deep breath. Ever been too drunk to find your own home? Ever wish that you could party away all night long and still wake up fresh as a daisy the next morning? Thanks to the miracles of modern magic, we have come up with just the solution you need. Peter Potter's patented party potions. It looks just like beer, it tastes just like beer, it smells just like beer, but it's not beer. Our mages have mused for many moments to bring you this miracle of modern magic. It has all the great tastes you expect, but contains absolutely no alcohol. That's right, you can drink Peter Potter's patented party potion as much as you want, and suffer absolutely no ill effects whatsoever. The clean, fresh taste you know you can trust from the people who brought you Peter Potter's patented multi-purpose poison, Peter Potter's peculiar paint packs, and Peter Potter's paralyzing panic pill pins, available now from all good stockists. Ask your local bartender now and experience the taste revolution of the century. He seems to have finished for the time being. So when you say all good stockists, yes? How many inns actually sell this stuff? Well, nobody's actually bought any yet. Everyone I try to sell it to always asks me what exactly the point of beer that has absolutely no effects on you is. So what is the point? Well, you don't get drunk? I see. Aw man, you don't want any now, do you? I've really tried to push this product, but I just don't think the world is ready for beer that doesn't get you drunk. I'm a man ahead of my time, I tell you. It's not that my products are bad, it's just they're too good for the market. Actually, I would like some. How much do you want for it? You would? Okay. I knew I still had the old salesman skills going on. I'll sell you a keg of it for only 250 gold pieces. So what do you say? Yes. Yes, please. Low alcohol keg. There we go. Back to the long haul. All we need to do is switch out the beer here. Fill up the keg with the low alcohol. But Manny the Reveler is too aware of what we're trying to do. Think you've cheated my test, Outerlander? I don't think so. You drink that keg fairly, or not at all. Don't let me catch you cheating. I'm going to have to find some way to distract this guy while I cheat. And to distracting we will go. We got the loud noise machine here. Tinderbox on the strange object. Starts to hiss slightly. Hide it in the pipe here. That's going to make a really loud bang when it goes off. It'd be a perfect distraction to help me cheat in the drinking contest. Beautiful. Strategy. We've got some. Use these together. You hear a loud bang from outside. It goes through the drain. Everybody's surprised. We fill the keg, empty the old keg, and fill it with low alcohol beer. There we go. Ah, so you have your keg of beer, ready to drink against each other? Yes, perfectly normal keg of beer here. Yes, let's start the drinking contest. As you wish, Outerlander. I'll drink first, then you will drink. He drinks his tankard, staggers a little bit. We drink our keg, we don't feel drunk at all. Ah, lovely stuff. So, you want to get the next round in, or shall I? You don't look so good there. What? Good? You drank that whole keg. It didn't affect you at all. I concede. You can probably outdrink me. I just can't believe it. That's some mighty fine drinking legs you got. Anyway, anyone who can drink like that gets my vote at a gets my vote. That is 5 out of 7. So we just need 2 more. How hard could it be? Talk to some more councilmen here, like Pontac here. I'm looking for a council member. Well, I am one. Why are you looking for council members then? Trying to become Fremennik, Outerlander? As a matter of fact, I am. You Outerlanders are so arrogant. So as you think you can butter me up into voting for you by doing some silly little trial or something? Yeah, something like that. Well, I have a trial for you then. I'll vote for you if you can bring me all of the following items. The Mage Gower's skull, a sleeping bag, Zeradoman's wig, Zamorak's teddy bear, Guthix's climbing boots, cheese from the moon, a dodo egg, and a left-handed chisel. What? But that's impossible. Not so arrogant now, are you, Outerlander? Let me clarify. You will never get my vote at the council. I hate all Outerlanders, especially you. Okay, rude. You gotta be like that. He just hates us. He just hates us. Wild stuff out here. Talk to Inga. Hello, I'm looking for a member of the Council of Elders who will support my application to become a honorary Fremennik. I am a council member. So can I somehow persuade you to vote for me at the Council of Elders? No, frankly, I don't like you. But you don't even know me. You also smell bad, and have stupid hair, and bad breath, and you walk a bit funny. I didn't come all the way up here just to be insulted. No, I'm quite sure you could have found plenty of people to insult you wherever your home is. You know what? Forget you, you stupid barbarian. I don't need your stupid vote. Typical Outerlander rudeness. I'm glad I didn't vote for you. We're not making a good argument for ourselves there. Immediately insulting them. But there you go. We're trying? Question mark? Not trying very hard, clearly. Let's find the next guy here. Agnar. Hey, Agnar. Hello, are you a council member? Could be. Who wants to know? I do? Well, yes I am. Why do you want to find a council member? I'd like to become a Fremennik. Ah, I see. You require a majority vote at the Council of Elders before you can be accepted into the clan, correct? That's right. So can I have your vote? I don't like Outerlanders. The only way you will get my vote, allowing you in the clan, is... Yes? If you pay me 100,000 million billion 900,04793 gold coins. What? I don't have that many coins. How am I talking here? Thousands, millions, billions, trillions, quadrillions, quintillions, sextillions, 100 septillion coins? Yeah, I don't have 100 septillion coins. I do have almost 5.5 million, but nobody has that many coins. I guess you don't get my vote then, do you, Outerlander? My goodness. Pricey. Pricey guy there. Wow. Also, while we're right here, Fisherman. That's just his name. You remember the Fremennik Council? Indeed I am, Outerlander. Why do you ask? Well, I was told by Brunt that I could be voted into the tribe as an honorary Fremennik if I could find 7 members of the Council of Elders to vote in my favor. Aye, that is indeed true. So, can I have your vote? You can have my vote on the day the skies turn red, the waters turn pink, the rocks turn yellow, and the sun turns black. Do you have any estimate when that is? I'm telling you I'll never vote for you, you stupid Outerlander. Rude. They definitely don't like Outerlanders too much, do they? Oh well. That is 4 no's, 5 yeses. So, we still have some options here. How about Sasilic? Do you know any council members? I know that I am one. Great. Can you vote for me at the Council of Elders for me to become a Fremennik? Sure, on one condition. What condition? Actually, there is no condition. I don't want to vote for you. You seem too gullible to be a Fremennik. It's kind of mean to trick me like that. What do I care? I'm a Fremennik, and you're just some stupid Outerlander. You stupid Outerlander. Alright. That's 5 no's, 5 yeses, and only 2 more options. Pyr the Seer, and Thorvald the Warrior. But these will be the hardest trials by far. Starting with Thorvald the Warrior here. Hello. Hello yourself, Outerlander. What brings you to dare speak to a mighty Fremennik warrior such as myself? Are you a member of the council? The Fremennik Council of Elders? Why, of course I am. I'm recognized as one of the clan's mightiest warriors. What is it to you, Outerlander? Well, I was wondering if you could vote for me to become a Fremennik. An Outerlander wishes to become a Fremennik. Ah, that is priceless. Well, let us say that I'm not totally against the concept. As a warrior, I appreciate the value of brave and powerful warriors to our clan. And even though you may be an Outerlander, I will not hold this against you if you can prove yourself to be fierce of heart in a combat situation to me. So how can I prove that? You want to fight me? Come on then, bring it on. Right here, right now, buddy. Ha ha ha. You certainly show some spirit for an Outerlander. But spirit does not always make a good warrior. It takes both skill and spirit to be so. I have a test that I give all Fremenniks on their path to become a member of the clan. My test will challenge both your combat prowess and your bravery equally. Should you pass it, you will earn my vote at the council, and more importantly, my respect for you as a warrior. So what do you say, Outerlander? Are you prepared for the battle? Yes. Am I prepared? I'll show you what combat's all about, you big sissy barbarian type guy. Ha 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 ha. I'm beginning to like you already, Outerlander. Then allow me to present you with my challenge. This ladder here will take you to a place of combat. I've placed a special warrior down there to challenge you. Battle him to the death, and you will pass my challenge. If at any point you wish to leave combat, simply climb back up the ladder to leave that place. If you leave, you will of course fail the test. You may retry my test in the future if you fail. You must stay down there until the death, if you wish for my vote at the council. You must defeat him 3 times to prove that you are worthy. 4th time that you fight him will be to the death, so show no cowardice. Is that all? That'll be easy. No, there is one more important rule. You may not enter the battleground with any armor or weaponry of any kind. If you need to place your equipment into your bank account, I recommend that you speak to the seer, who knows a spell that will do that for you. And that is the problem. No armor or weapon of any kind, they say. That is not good for us. Not good for us at all. We've got a lot of armor and weaponry of many kinds here. What we need to find out is exactly what does and doesn't count here. We've got many bits and bobs, and other pieces that aren't even going to be useful, like these arrows. If we try to go down the ladder here, we're going to enter the battleground with any armor or weaponry of any kind. So all the things we have, some of the things on us count as armor or weaponry, like the helmet, the cape, these, definitely armor and weapons. We good now? Nope. How about Clink's gauntlets? Nope. Can we keep Clink's gauntlets, but drop the boots of lightness? No. Drop the gauntlets? Nope. Amulet strength? No. Pick up the gauntlets and the boots and strength. Drop the feathers. No. Drop the boots. No. Drop the gauntlets. No. Drop the strength. No. I think it's the runes. I'm trying to keep at least a few things on us here. So we drop... The armor is definitely armor. The weapons are definitely weapons. The runes, the cape, the helm. Climb down. No. Drop the feathers. Climb down. Drop the gauntlets. Climb down. Save the boots. Ring and necklace are okay. Fascinating. Okay. So that informs what we need to do here. We can wear the boots of lightness and the amulet of strength. The ring of life we actually don't want, so we need to get rid of that too. But now we have 322 law runes that we're not allowed to have. And there is every possibility that we will lose the things on the floor here. So I think we make the most of what we have here by teleporting over and over again to Camelot with most of our law runes here. Get a little bit of magic XP. This was always a potential fate of the law runes, and will be the fate of law runes in the future for times when we can't have any items at all. But getting down to no law runes here will be beneficial. We're also going to need to drop or get rid of the other things here. And we should probably save some of these law runes for getting the rest of the things we need for this battle, so we can finish teleporting once we're ready. We need many, many things here. Lots of parts to this. Herbs and vials of water from Chaos Druids. An Eye of Newt from Betty's in Port Sarum. A Limport root from a Hobgoblin. Snape grass from Hobgoblin Peninsula. Combine all this stuff together, we can make a super attack potion, a regular strength potion, and some prayer potions. These should be just about what we need. Decant the potion here. That'll be good. Got a bronze pickaxe from Bob's in Lumbridge. Mine a little bit of gold here. Slightly slowly. Because pickaxe. And also, while we're here, we will go get some sapphires from the uncommon gem rocks, which replaces the gem rocks that we would have had access to get a sapphire in Shiloh Village. So that's okay. Then we got gold and sapphires. Use that to make some rings. Sapphires. Cut. Gold. Smelted. Ring mold. In here. Making sapphire rings. And then, with some cosmic runes, we went to the Mage Bank to get enchant to make rings of recoil. These recoil damage, which will be helpful. Need the chisel, don't need the ring mold. Okay. I think we can now teleport to Camelot, like 295 times. A good chunk of magic XP that. Law runes, gone. And next, we'll use these nature runes for things. It is a situation, for sure. We're allowed to bring the rings, but we don't want the Ring of Life because it would actually mess things up. And we don't want to have a bunch of extra things we need to drop, making the inventory crowded. So what we're going to do is high alch and drop some things. High level alch, the rune plate body, for only 2,500 coins. Not great. High alch the rune plate legs, for only 1,500. High alch the air staff, for 900. High alch the ring of life. We will be able to make another one of these, no problem, for 2,115. And we have one final nature rune here, which we're going to use to high alch the dragon medium helmet. It's a really great helmet. It's been really nice for melee stuff, but we've got other plans, and by the time we want to use a bunch of melee again, we're probably not going to be able to have had it anyways. So, at the risk of losing the dragon medium helmet today, and not needing it, and then losing it anyways, high alchemy is necessary. And we get 60,000 coins, which is pretty nice. Same with the Cape of Legends. High alch's for 270 coins, which really isn't worth it. We'll just drop that. And drop the water runes, and drop the fire runes, and drop Clank's gauntlets. Leaving us with a very small selection of items here. And that's just what we need. And now, there's only one final question. Will we finish the fights quick enough? We need to drop the hatchet and the feathers on the floor. Climb down here and fight our fight. If we do not return in 3 minutes, the items will despawn. On the very off chance that somebody runs past and picks up the feathers, they'll also just take them, so that wouldn't be good either. Want to potentially keep the rune hatchet for more money making until it actually needs to be gone. But if we don't, that's okay. So here we go. We have only got 3 minutes to do this, or our stuff is gone. Fighting Koshai the Deathless with no weapon or armor on. But we have potions and prayers and rings of recoil and sharks galore. We will surely win this fight, but will our stuff still be there on the floor? Many phases, we aren't phasing. We are far too strong, but we still do not want this to drag on very long. Final hit. We are victorious. Not too bad at all. Not even close. Not even close. also got a Fremennik blade for finishing the 4th fight there. So that's fun. Is this a worse weapon than the rune hatchet? Probably. We're a true Fremennik for our successes there. Wild stuff. Yeah, being 91 combat with potions and prayers, and the fight being heavily nerfed, works out pretty well for us. We got prayer restocked here. Very good. And we can just drop the vial. And immediately quite a bit of the other things here. Thorvald! So can I count on your vote at the Council of Elders now, Thorvald? Absolutely! I watched the entire battle. I was extremely impressed with your bravery in combat. Very good. So that is 6 out of 7. I'm actually just going to drop the blade here, and the potions, and the rings of recoil, and the sharks right here on the ground. And boots of lightness just to make things easier. And the strength, not good. I think it's only a melee weapon. There, amulet, obviously. So that's not going to help us at all in doing non-melee combat. Technically, we could alch it for 1,000 coins, but not really worth it. Dropping everything we own. Besides 11,000 feathers, a rune hatchet, and 5.5 mil. But that is also going to be coming into question here. As frightening as it is. We're up against the final trial now, with Pyr the Seer. Still feeling that dark presence that doesn't exist, right? Hello, Outlander. What do you want? Hello. Looking for members of the Council of Elders to vote for me to become a Fremennik. Are you now? Well, that is interesting. Usually, Outlanders do not concern themselves with our ways like that. I'm one of the members of the Council of Elders, and should you be able to prove to me that you have something to offer to my clan, I will vote for you at the next meeting. How can I prove that to you? Well, I have but a simple test. This building behind me is my house. Inside I have constructed a puzzle. As a seer to the clan, I value intelligence very highly, so you may think of it as an intelligence test of sorts. An intelligence test? Thought you barbarians were stupid. That is the opinion of Outlanders usually hold of my people. It is true. But that is because people often confuse knowledge with wisdom. My puzzle tests not what you know, but what you can work out. All members of our clan have been tested when they took their trials. So what exactly does this puzzle consist of, then? Well, firstly, you must enter my house with no items, weapons, or armor. That is simply a matter of entering through one door and leaving by the other. Can't take anything in there with me. That is correct, Outlander. Everything you need to complete the puzzle, you will find inside the building. Nothing more. So what do you say, Outlander? You think you have the wit to earn yourself my vote? Yes. I accept your challenge. I have one small question, however. Yes, Outlander? Well, you say I can bring nothing with me when I enter your house. Yes, Outlander. Well? Yes, Outlander. Where is the nearest bank? Something I would never say. Ah, I see your problem, Outlander. The nearest bank to here is in a place known to Outlanders as the Seers Village, is some way south. I do, however, have an alternative, should you wish to take it. And what is that? I can store all the weapons, armor, and items that you have upon you directly into your bank account. This will tax what little magic I possess, however, so I have to travel to the bank to withdraw them again. What do you say, Outlander? Do you wish me to do this for you? No, of course not. No one touches my stuff but me. As you wish, Outlander. You may attempt my little task when you have deposited your equipment in the bank. I will not. When I say no one can touch my stuff, that also includes the bankers. So what we need to do here is open this door. Combination lock on this door. The lock can see there's a metal plaque with a riddle on it. Read the riddle. My first is in water and also in tea. My second in fish, but not in the sea. My third is in mountains, but not underground. My last is in strike, but not in pound. My whole crushes mountains, drains rivers, and destroys civilizations. All that live fear my passing. What am I? And we get a little dial thing here. Letters are in... It's got what letters are in each thing. Then a little riddle at the end. Answer is time. You have solved the riddle. So I can bring nothing with into your house. Correct. But you can bank if we want to. Which we don't. Okay. Once again, we need to have things on the ground. This time, including our 5.5 million coins. Which I'm not too happy about that. Since we've solved the riddle, we should be able to go in and out as many times as we want. I want to test that here. Drop 5.5 million coins on the ground. We go in. We can leave and try again later. Perfect. Looks like that fails the trial, though. So we're not sure if we can go in and out of here to do each of the individual pieces. So we might want to just speed run this. The likelihood of somebody showing up in Roleka here is low, but not zero. So I'm not too excited about that idea. If we can get partially into it and drop some of the items, then go back in and pick it up, should be okay. There's so many pieces we need in it, though. We might be best off just going for it. Let's try going in and opening all the drawers first. That'll save some steps. This is concerning for sure. All right, up the ladder. Open up a cupboard and this chest and this other chest. Climb back down. I'll save a few seconds here. Fail. Pick everything up. Oh, that's not great. We need so many different pieces. Gotta go fast. Okay. Go, 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 go. We search the cupboard. No, we shut the cupboard. Search the cupboard. We find a bucket. Search the boxes for magnet. Get a disc. Another disc. Shut the crate. No. Need to do better than that. This is stressful. This is stressful is what this is. See, everything disappears when we go out here. Okay. Let's try doing this one step at a time. See what we can accomplish. There's many pieces. The first thing we need to do is get that and that. We need the exact location of each of the things is the problem. You are on both sides to get the discs. Uncooked herring. I think it's on the table. Or shelves. If we can get the discs. What would you have to get the discs? I'm gonna get a vase lid. Anything that we can drop is beneficial here. Because we'll be able to drop it on the floor inside, potentially, then pick it back up. That's not the right amount of coins. Pick this back up. Stressful. Having a stressful time. Drop the coins. Okay. Quickly now, we'll grab the eyes. Extra dialogues. Use this. Search the bookcases. Find the herring. Herring on the stove. Sticky goop on the other one. Eat the herring. Down the other side. Use the red discs. On the mural. Yes. Use the other red disc here. Yes. Study it. Open it. Good. We got a vase lid. Okay. Drop the vase lid. Get outside. Yes. Okay. That's that step done. We have the vase lid potentially on the ground there. Fantastic. So that should also just stay on the ground for a little bit. That'll be fine. So now we need the jug and the bucket. Many steps. Okay. Drop the stuff. Head inside. Take a look up the vase lid. Search the cupboard. Nope, don't close the cupboard. Search the cupboard. Get the bucket. Now we need the jug. There we go. Fill the jug with water. Use it on the bucket. Do this again. A 1/3 full jug. Use the bucket on the drain. Fill the bucket with the 1/3 jug. Jug on the tap. Full jug on the bucket. 4th bucket's on the chest. Which we open to get the vase, which we can drop. Drop the vase and the vase lid. And leave. Stuff's still on the ground. Oh. Open. Yes, fail. Pick my things. This is a stressful form of juggling. I hate this. But we should be able to finish this now. We have the vase and the lid, so we can do this. Drop the feathers, the hatchet, and 5.5 million coins on the ground to re-enter the house with nothing at all. Pick up this very large vase and lid. Fill the vase with water. Put the lid on. Use it on the frozen table to get frozen key. Cook the key to get the key. And we can leave. Incredible to have solved the maze so quickly. I have no choice but to vote in your favor. Thanks. Appreciate it. Okay. That's that done. Most instances don't require us to not have any coins, and that problem is also going to be solved soon, so that's good. But that is 7 trials completed for 7 elders. Greetings again, Outerlander. How goes your attempts to gain votes with the Council of Elders? I have 7 members of the Council prepared to vote in my favor now. I know, Outerlander, for I've been closely monitoring your progress so far. Then let us put formality aside, and let me personally welcome you into the Fremennik. May you bring us honor. Quest complete. We get 3 quest points, a whole bunch of XP lamps that would have just been XP you get. That's okay. Scrolling this also scrolls the zoom, huh? Wild. Ability to wear Fremennik helms and armor, make an enchanted lyre, access to Relaka's facilities, islands that don't exist yet, watch the epic of the Bukala, and perform in the, well, watch the epic of Bukala performance in the Relaka Long Hall. So of these, we can do some of them. From this day onward, you're an Outerlander no more. In honor of your acceptance into the Fremennik, you gain a new name. Rakir. Fantastic. Use all of our lamps here. Get Strength XP, Defense XP, Attack XP, Constitution XP, Fishing XP, Thieving XP, Agility XP, Crafting XP, Fletching XP, and Woodcutting XP. Only 2,812 in each of them, so not the hugest amount of experience. That's okay. And now, like he said, we have access to everything in Relaka. Along with all the shops, we also get access to a few facilities, like this mine over here, which would have had coal, silver, and clay, now has mithril. Another spot where we can't mine mithril. Unfortunate times. Anyways, let's go see the shops. We have many shops here. Starting with Skullgrimman. He sells warhammers and helmets. Only a main hand bronze to adamant warhammer, and a rune warhammer that's never in stock, and then the helmets. We got Archer, Berserker, Warrior, and Farseer. The Warrior helmet is tank melee, and the other 3 are power for each of the 3 stances. Much like the Dragon medium helm was a level 60 melee power helmet, the Berserker helmet is level 45 melee power, so still okay. Also does cost 78,000 coins though, so a little bit expensive. That's alright. Good options for headgear for all the styles. Next spot we can go is over to Sigmund the Merchant. He in fact does some merchanting here and has a whole bunch of different things in the shop here. General store plus some extra food and bits, vials of water, buckets, eggs. An interesting little shop. The fishmonger, in fact, sells fish and fishing supplies. Mostly just the fishing supplies, realistically. And correctly raw sardines. Again, not a huge concern for us. We've got easier to get to fishing locations than that. The fur trader sells furs, and by furs I mean bear and gray wolf furs, then a bunch of extra things later, but not actually sell any of them. And then we have the clothing store with USA. She's got various Fremennik shirts and cloaks and a full set of green robes. So that's fun. Lots of different colors of cloaks. Always a good time. Not anywhere close to as good as the RuneScape though, so we don't really need it. And she also has the option to change your shoes. All the rest of the outfits can be changed in Varrock. All your hair can be done in Falador. but only shoes. Here with Marissa. So look at our shoes here. We have Pentables in unrefined iron. That's okay. We just looked at it. That's an achievement, I guess. That's fine. So now, we are Fremennik. Doing great. Having a good time. Except for the fact that we now have barely any things. Well, that's okay. We will rebuild in new and exciting ways. Next time. Goodbye.